Nerd. Hello everybody, I'm Josh, that nerdy rabbit. And today I want to introduce somebody to you. This is my kiddo, Monkey. And today we're going to be talking about...
vampires. The old Nosferatu, Dracula, all that kind of stuff.
Spooky stuff. So let's start off with... what about vampires do you want to talk about?
I think human contact thing.
The human contact thing.
Yeah, why do they just resort to drinking blood and all that stuff?
Well... see, the thing about that is that when it comes down to it, way back in the lore and everything, there was the spooky stories that said that, vampires were these creatures of the night and that they needed to drink blood to sustain life.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Can't they just drink blood outside human bodies? Well, I mean, humans could, donate their blood to vampires so vampires can drink it. So they would be sustained. So they won't attack humanity.
There are some movies out there that do have things like that, like the movie Daybreakers. They actually had blood banks. There's also the movie Blade that also established that some of these places have what they call blood banks. So, the people that go over there and they go to the Red Cross or they go to the, blood donor places and they give blood for national emergencies and things, well, they store that blood. And there's some of those movies and some of the lore that's out there that actually has these vampires drinking that blood. But the thing about it is that a lot of people take that and that's just giving the vampires power. Because a lot of people view vampires as more powerful than humans.
Well, technically they aren't, but they have powers that are powerful than humans, but what weighs them down is their cons.
Like?
Burning in daylight.
Okay.
Well, that can easily be solved by clothing.
That's true, but at the same time, there's other lores out there. Like, I know I'm going to get some flack for saying this, but the Twilight series, where they didn't burn in daylight, they just sparkled. So I guess it depends on what kind of vampires we're talking about.
Maybe.
Maybe.
They freaking sparkle.
They sparkle.
Why would Mother Nature, the magic Mother Nature, make them sparkle in freaking daylight? What?
Yeah, I have no idea about that one either, but yeah, you heard it. You heard it from a 12-year-old. Yeah. Now, there's also other lores out there where some vampires, they just don't burn in daylight. They might get weak in the daylight, but they just don't burn in the daylight.
Sometimes nothing happens at all. Nothing. No sparkle, no burn, no weakness.
No. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a lore where they don't get weak, but I've definitely seen lore where they get weak and they don't burn, though.
You just said that, I think.
No, I did. But that's what I'm saying. There's I've never seen any lore where they don't have any disabilities at all being in the sunlight.
Yeah.
Now, I know
Wait, are you talking Twilight? Because sparkling is not a freaking disability.
Well, it depends on what culture you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really kind of depends on what culture you're in, because some people think sparkling is a disability.
Really?
Yes, there are some cultures that would probably think that sparkling is a disability.
What the heck?
You tell me who wants a bedazzled, vampire. And I know I don't.
Well, a couple of people will.
Yeah,
that girl in the movie who loved the vampire.
Which one? I'm sorry, hold on. Say that again.
The girl in the movie Twilight who loved the vampire.
She loved a 106-year-old man. I think he was 100. He was 100 something. Yeah, it was 100 something. So, yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Yeah, right.
Now, see-
Alright, sarcasm.
Yeah, sarcasm. Now, I know you were talking about why hasn't there been anything like a truce between humans and vampires?
Yeah.
Why do you think?
I think that, well, it could work. Humans would want to thrive, and they would probably make that truce so both can live.
That's possible, but again, that's kind of a conversation we were having earlier
Let's
where
go out on a limb and just take out the vampires themselves.
well, that's what most people would want to do is take out the vampires. If they knew vampires existed, that's what they'd want to do. But doing something like a truce would be an interesting thing, but a lot of people are very scared of how vampires could be.
Yeah.
So do you think a truce could actually work, though?
Yeah, maybe.
Then why not just make everybody a vampire?
Well, then there technically be no blood to drink. No human blood. None of the... And I never know what blood tastes like to a vampire, but no human blood. And eventually, if vampires overpopulate, well, animals and stuff like that, if vampires kill all the animals, they'll essentially kill themselves.
Yeah, so I mean, there's definitely lore out there as well that says that there are some vampires that don't drink on human blood and they drink animal blood. But there's also a lot of lore out there that has societal details to it that they want to have preservation as well. Like, we want to preserve ourselves in life and we want to be able to thrive, right, as humans.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the same thing in their lore as well, where they want to survive and preserve themselves. So do you really think that they take the time to kill off all the livestock, all the animals?
No. So they'd probably declare a truce as well.
With the animals?
No, with the freaking humans. Or they can just drink red.
That's possible. Now, here's an interesting question. Why is it that every time that we see something where it involves vampires, and vampires are, a lot of times presumed to be...
What do you think, Twilight?
No, not Twilight. Well, just any vampire kind of thing.
Oh, man.
Twilight, the gift that keeps on giving.
Put this in for real, baby. No, just put it in the video. Put it in the video! But just put it in the video. Oh my god.
Okay, so, as I was saying, now, given the way lore is and everything, and you check out any of the books that are out there, you check out any of the movies that are out there, a lot of times vampires are seen as stronger than humans, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why do you think vampires hide their society? If they're so much stronger than what humans are, why hide their society?
Because, well, I think vampire population is smaller than humans, but humans could eventually overpower them with their many weapons. I mean, the weakness that their heart is the weakness that their heart is a weakness, not staking the heart itself. Staking the heart is the honorable way. So any sort of tool or weapon, bullet, pitchfork, stick. Well, that's essentially what a stick is.
That's a lot of claps.
Spoons.
Spoons? Spoon! autistic reference.
Oh my god. No. They can, at least I think that's what, well, just they have a weakness in their heart where weapons can kill it. The vampire, if struck in the heart, that just stakes.
It's true. A lot of the lore out there does say if you stake a vampire in the heart, that you'll kill them. But there's also a lot of lore out there too that says it either has to be a wooden stake or an oak stake.
Yeah.
How many oak spoons do you know?
I don't know, one in there.
And that's not oak. That's just wood. It's like balsa wood, no less. I don't know what kind.
At least it's a wooden spoon.
Yeah, but you'd have to stab really hard to get through, the chest to get to a vampire.
Yeah, it could still work.
That's true. It could. It could. So, what other questions do you have about vampires?
2 hours later.
Why the heck are they allergic to garlic, or at least in some lores?
That's something I might have to look up, but I know there's a lot of them out there that just say because of the potency of the way garlic is. Kind of like in the same way where they tell you, you don't want mosquitoes on you, eat a lot of garlic, because garlic, staves off the mosquitoes, and they're little bloodsuckers. So it's kind of like in that same thing. I would assume.
So you're telling me with the potency of sour with lemons, I can repel vampires?
No, I didn't say anything about lemons. They might like lemons.
I don't know.
Because some vampires can eat real food, and some of them can't.
Yeah, but vampires wouldn't really want to eat, normal foods, because blood is top pick for some.
Yeah, I mean, that's what sustains them. And a lot of the lore that's out there, that's what sustains them is the blood. But there's some of them that can eat regular food, so it appears as though they are normal.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And here's another question. Why is it in the case of Adventure Time, just Marceline,
Okay.
why the heck can they drink a freaking color? Freaking color. Not just all the organic stuff that makes it, red. They eat what is essentially freaking light.
That's true. That is true. Now, but remember, though, in the beginning of how Marceline was she drinking just red?
I don't remember.
No, she wasn't. If I remember right, she wasn't. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments down below. But if I remember right, she drank more than just red, and she learned how to drink red.
Yeah, but how did she drink red? Freaking color. Is there some sort of warlock out there?
Well, I mean, you did see what her dad looked like, right? Pretty creepy dude, right?
Yeah, Hudson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Especially whenever he takes the amulet off. Look, a big old scary nasty monster.
Yeah.
So I think in that lore there's a lot more to vampires than what we assume there is.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay. So any other questions?
Yeah. Not really.
Not really. Okay. Well, I think with that, we can go ahead and wrap up our video. All right. So with that, I hope that you enjoyed our banter back and forth. Hope you got some more information about some vampire stuff. Hope you enjoyed the snorting of his nose. Poor little guy's been stuffed up here, off and on. Again, I'm Josh, that nerdy rabbit. This is my monkey.
You stole my thunder! You stole my thunder, Dad!
And I stole his thunder. That's what dads do. If you liked the video, hit the like button down below. If you have any other questions about vampires or, again, as I said, I had some other stuff where I was kind of curious if I was right about some stuff, I couldn't really remember. Leave a comment about that down below. I'll be putting more content out like this, and including my monkey here, off and on. And see you guys in the next video.